Welcome to an emergency episode of Beatsource Tech. My name is Mojaxx, and yeah, we haven't done this for a while. I think the last time we did this was getting on for 2 years ago, when it was announced that Serato was going to be acquired by Alpha Theta, the parent company of Pioneer DJ. And a couple of years later, that didn't happen. Didn't go through, got blocked by the New Zealand Commerce Commission. Now, of course, Serato weren't going to stop being up for sale. They were still up for sale. And it turns out they've now been sold. They've been bought. Okay, now here's the timeline of today. I woke up, 7 o'clock in the morning, UK time. I saw that Steve from the DJ Lab had posted a video saying Serato has been sold. And I was like, not going to catch me out, Sonny Jim. Nah, no way, you're not going to catch me out because it's April Fool's, right? It's April the 1st. Of course it's an April Fool. Thought Steve was he was doing a little April Fool. Fair play, but I'm not going to watch that and get caught up in this. No chance. Then here we are, sort of 6-7 hours later. I'm on a Zoom meeting with a colleague and they say, hey, did you hear about the Serato acquisition? I'm like, yeah, did they get you with that April Fool? Very good, very good. And they're like, no, it's real. It's real. And it is real. I've looked it up. It's real. So here's my actual reaction, right? I've seen the headlines. I've skimmed through very briefly, but I haven't looked closely at this yet, right? This is a real thing. This website that I'm looking at now, Cision or whatever it is, this is a press release from the company that has bought Serato, right? News provided by Tiny Limited. So this is the real deal. It's real. It's not fake. This is not an April Fool. Serato has been bought. So Tiny announces a majority acquisition of Serato, a global leader in DJ software, and reports strong Q4 preliminary results, right? So it's kind of mixing up a whole bunch of different things in here. Serato, it talks about Serato, global leader in DJ software, 35% compound annual growth rate on number of paid subscribers over the past 5 years with attractive margins, I guess so. That's the thing. Serato is not for sale because it's like in a mess or it's doing badly. Serato is really a healthy company. It just happens that the founders want to sell and move on, and I totally respect that, but Serato is not like, it's not a fire sale here, right? It's not a fire sale. They just want to move on. So yeah, the acquisition increases Tiny's ARR, I don't know what that means, by 68% to a range of 64 to 66 million. All of these acronyms, I don't know what they are. I'm not a finance guy, not a clue. Strategic addition enhances Tiny's software portfolio, accelerating revenue growth and strengthening long-term cash flow. The acquisition is going to be financed through a combination of net proceeds from Tiny's public offering of subscription. Don't really care. So Tiny is not a small company, right? Total revenue of 194.2 million in financial year 2024. So, they're turning over a lot. They're a big company. They're not some small little firm, right? Reduced debt, all that kind of stuff, right? Arm's length definitive agreement to acquire a 66% interest. I mean, again, this is the one thing I will say here, okay? The headline, the title of this video is Serato's been sold. Again, it hasn't actually happened yet. Like, it hasn't happened at the time of making this. They're looking, it's going to close in the second quarter of 2025, subject to the satisfaction of customary closing conditions and regulatory approvals. And of course, regulatory approvals was the problem with the Alpha Theta one. When they tried to buy Serato, the regulators in New Zealand, the New Zealand Commerce Commission said, no, not for you. You can't have it. So, I can't immediately see an issue with this tiny company, whoever they are. It doesn't look like there's going to be a problem, but you never know. So yeah, let's go on. What is Serato? Okay, so the acquisition, this is why Tiny are buying Serato. It's a category leader, loyal user base, yeah we are, and significant market share built over the past 25 years. It's going to expand Tiny's portfolio with a growing and profitable software business with opportunities for further expansion, growth acceleration. So Tiny has developed a strategic plan to drive accelerated growth, focus on advancing the product roadmap, strengthening digital marketing efforts, and applying other operational best practices. So, none of this reads like these are like vultures coming in to strip this company down. That was my big concern when the Alpha Theta thing didn't happen, which I think, it probably is a good thing it didn't happen, right? It would have caused a very, very big competitor. It would have led to not a monopoly, but it would have really had a chilling effect on lots of other brands, and it would have shut down a large part of the market. And I wasn't 100% on board with it. Like, if it was the only option on the table, sure, whatever. But like, I'm feeling already like this maybe is better, because the worst case scenario, the outcome of that got turned down. I was like, well, it might be some horrible like VC company comes in, trims Serato down to the bone. The software just falls off a cliff, doesn't end up being good anymore. You know, we all have to migrate to algorithms, DJ or whatever else, right? And I just thought that's how it could go. If the wrong company comes in and buys Serato, that's the direction it could go. And it doesn't feel like, from what they're saying anyway, that doesn't feel like this. It's not all about, I mean, they're going to talk about shareholder value and stuff. Of course they are, because they're a financial firm, right? But like, it doesn't feel like that's where they're going with this. You know, Serato's experienced management team remains in place, you know, so that's a good thing as well, with long-term incentive plans, growing value, ensuring continuity and alignment for the next stage of growth. This is all positive things I'm taking away. I'm getting good, happy feelings from this, right? Happy feelings. It's looking good. I'm cool with this. You know, net leverage, earnings, all that kind of stuff I don't care about. You know, the Jordan Taub, the tiny CEO, you know, we're thrilled to announce we've got one of the most iconic brands. We have unified vision for Serato's future and how to expand upon its strong legacy. Again, these are all words that I like. I like these words a lot. AJ from Serato, you know, our ability to innovate, stay true to our community. Couldn't ask for a better partner than Tiny. Yeah, this definitely not feeling like a fire sale, right? The next chapter of the business, everything else. This, you know, and then this is quite interesting. So we're excited by the many ways that Tiny's unique long-term approach and track record with companies like Letterboxd. Okay, so that's like the film review data, but we like list all the movies that you've reviewed or you've watched, and you like put your opinions on them and stuff, and you can follow your friends on Letterboxd and stuff. So that's cool. That's kind of a social thing. I like that. AeroPress is like a coffee press thing, and I don't drink coffee, but my wife actually has an AeroPress, so yeah, that's a good company, like decent, solid stuff. And MetaLab, I did look up MetaLab, and they are, let's have a look. MetaLab is like we make interfaces, so presentation software. So yeah, they make apps, I guess, for like The Atlantic, Uber, Upwork, Suno, Calvin Klein, etc. So this is all cool stuff, you know, like this is cool. And you know, definitely, you know, I don't think Serato's design is bad, but like, you can always improve things, right? And so yeah, that would be a good crossover perhaps with it. And yeah, the social aspect of Letterboxd, and maybe your future Serato controller can also make you a coffee. I don't know, but like, this is cool, right? These aren't dodgy brands. I'm not looking at this going, oh, all they've got is like, you know, proper like dodgy brands. This is all fine stuff, all looking good. And then we're into numbers again. Don't care about numbers. All I care about is, does my DJ software work, and does it get better and more exciting over time? And that's all that matters to me. The numbers aren't really relevant at all. New Zealand Competition Commission is going to come up, right? But I don't think there will be any issues. You know, they're not in the same market. They're not coming in as a competitor or anything else. And yeah, I don't care how it's being funded and all that kind of stuff, as long as there's the money there. And yeah, Serato, their existing management is staying on, etc. So yeah, like, this is cool, right? I mean, I think, anyway, my takeaway is, I think this is pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with this. This is not the worst case scenario by any stretch. It's not what I feared would happen. It's also not another competitor. It's not In Music buying it or something, which, you know, as much as I love the guys at In Music, I don't think that would have been good for the industry either. So yeah, overall, I think this could potentially be the best outcome, but please do let us know your thoughts down in the comments. How do you feel about this acquisition? Are you trepidatious? Are you excited for the future? Yeah, sound off down below. And thank you for watching this emergency episode of Beatsource Tech. I do hope you've enjoyed it or found it useful. If you have, please give the video a thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel and you've turned on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. And hey, if you haven't already, you can try Beatsource for free and join DJcity for just $10. All links are down in the description. I'll see you next time.